Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So today, IGN dropped a RWBY Volume 6 sneak peek. It's only a little over 2 minutes long, so it's not very long. There's not a whole lot to it, but it was pretty humorous, and it's exciting to know that RWBY Volume 6 is not that far away at all. So I wanted to really break down a bit of this and give my thoughts and impressions. And funny thing is, the more RWBY news that we keep getting, it's like the more the material I want to do gets pushed back. So it's kind of funny. I was planning another video, and then this dropped, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's kind of humorous to me in that way. But so this really gives us a glimpse of the premiere, I would say. I'd say the sneak peek really gives us an idea of the first episode, or at least the first part of it. And this, as I stated, has a lot of humor to it. It was really more of on the comical side than it was anything else. And it starts off with RWBY running past Crow, and he asked her, what's with all the running? And she asked him, what's with all the standing around? And of course, RWBY's excited about something. She's excited to get whatever she's looking for. Now here's the part I actually liked about the scene. If you look at the background characters, when RWBY is zooming through them with her semblance, which we saw that part in the trailer, if you remember, with her semblance running around the people, they are actually reacting to her, as well as there are some walking around, and it looks like some of them are eating and sitting there and talking. It's good to see the background characters actually seem more like they are alive than either looking like they're drones just walking around or something to that effect. So it's good to see the background characters seem like they're more alive, like they're more lively. And I liked seeing that. It makes them feel like they're real people, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that they took the time to make the background characters actually feel lively, feel more real. That was great that they animated them like that. It was good. Now the next scene, we see RWBY all happy, and she has something, and Yang asks her, and? So then, of course, RWBY shows that she got something from the gift shop. So she has a bag she's holding. Weiss thinks it's a waste of time, while Yang is excited, and she is wondering what RWBY got her. And Nora herself then is excited to be riding the Argus Express, which we did hear about in the summary. And of course, she asks if it's too soon for beach season. And we get a small comical scene with Lyrin fantasizing about beach season. And he then states, unfortunately. So of course, Weiss brings up how she thinks that nobody appreciates how she actually escaped Atlas to finally make it to Mistral. And RWBY states that Team RWBY will always be there and not leave her side for even a second. Then there's the two Argus huntsmen who were hired by the Argus Express to be their huntsmen to protect the people on the train, and that for an extra generous tip, they will protect RWBY's group, if in case things get really dangerous. And of course you see everybody just react like, oh, these guys. And Crow comes in, saves the day because, you know, Crow's a great guy, one of the best characters of the series. And he states that they must be scraping for the bottom of the barrel if they're hiring these guys. And then, of course, they try to tell Crow that they're professional huntsmen, and Crow pulls out his identification, proving that he's a professional huntsman. So, of course, they lay off. Now, during the scene that Crow is saying this, you see RWBY and Yang in the background, and they're pretty much just making fun of these guys. It's kind of comical. And they do these kind of funny gestures. It's something else. It seems like something RWBY would do, but Yang is very high-spirited here. I'm actually surprised throughout this sneak peek that she's very high-spirited at this time being. I'm very shocked to see her be this high-spirited, considering where Volume 5 left off for her character. But, hey, you know, maybe things have gotten better because we have some time skip between the end of Volume 5 and to the beginning of Volume 6. It's not very long. I think it's 2 weeks, I think they had said. So it's not a very long time period, but it's relatively fast for Yang to just be high-spirited. But I don't have a problem with this. Maybe it's because she's with her friends and her sister again, especially being with RWBY again. Maybe that's really uplifted her. Maybe this has been a positive thing for her. So it's not that bad. It's okay for now. I mean, I'm sure we'll see more conflict rise for her character within this volume. But then Crow obviously states that it would be bad if the two huntsmen actually lost their job because the tailgate of the Argus Express was not closed, and of course they walk off. And I like how when they're walking away, they're animated to actually seem like they're talking between one another. Now, I do like that because it gives them something rather than just walking away and there's no communication being seen between the two. So I actually like that scene. They've done well to animate the background characters, they really have. Then Ozpin goes on to state how he hopes that those weren't Beacon graduates, and if you know, anybody can go ahead and try to become a hunter, and they don't have to be doing it for a good cause. They could do it for whatever they want. It could be fame, it could be greed, and it could be heroism. So if you think about it, this is a good nod here. I like that. That's pretty interesting to actually continue on the statement of anybody can be a hunter. It doesn't matter what your goals are, anybody can go and try to be a hunter. In which Oscar then responds with, sometimes the burden of saving the world can be overwhelming, but when it comes to people like that, he's glad it's left up to them to save the world rather than those two huntsmen. And everyone seems to agree. Now, overall, this seems pretty good for a start. The animation looks nice, and some things are pretty funny out of this. It wasn't bad, but if there's one thing I noticed, Blake is not there. Now, this could be the scene with Blake saying goodbye to Sun and Ilya as well as her parents at the same time. So that's where I think Blake is during this scene. That's why we probably don't see her at the time being, which is not bad. It's alright. So, obviously, Blake is going to show up probably very soon after that if I had to make a guess. But overall, I think this was a good way to show off a sneak peek. It was lighthearted, it wasn't too heavy or anything of that sort, and it was a decent sneak peek. But let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know what you all think about this sneak peek down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful. Well, anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.